Welcome back into DSI. A lot of action still to get to.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. You mentioned it. So Chrisfield came in at number 7.
Yes.
That was only number 7, and the countdown only continues. We still got several plays to get to from this past season. So for numbers 5 through number 2, let's send it back over to Jonah.
You said it. Let's start at number 5, an event that keeps on growing and growing. The Governor's Challenge this past year was one for the books. 2 local teams took home bracket championships, Sussex Tech and then Dover, and we can't forget about Jameer Felton of Indian River. He put up 42 points against Snow Hill, almost just a few points off that tournament record. And as always, the biggest drawing point of this tournament, the star-studded lineup. 2 national powerhouses, Newman, Goretti, and Dulaney. They would need 3 overtimes to decide a winner. By far the game of the tournament, while many Power 5 commits took the court, like Syracuse's Bryson Godine, South Carolina's Jalen McCreary, who took home the dunk contest crown, Alabama's Juwan Gary, Mississippi State's Iverson Molinar, and Mississippi State's Elias King. And sticking on the hardwood for the 4th best moment, Y-High and the Fighting Butch Wallers making history. Back-to-back Bayside champions en route to a state runner-up finish. It was the Tribe's first Final Four appearance since 2015 and their 26th ever. They won that state semi-game against Oakdale, advancing to their first state final since 2013. There they matched up with Patterson, arguably the best team in the entire state, tailing off late in the second half. Nonetheless, one of the more successful seasons in Y-High's illustrious history. And to the spring, James M. Bennett baseball. The reign continues over the state of Maryland, winning their 4th 3A state title since 2006. The Clippers cruised past Thomas Johnson, the defending champs in the state semis, and then CM Wright in the championship. JMB, one of the more complete teams in the state, they were able to field a top-to-bottom pitching staff and winning their games with heads-up base running and defensive awareness. Not often you see that in the high school ranks. Put another championship on the shelf for Jay Finogliotto. And our number 2 moment, back to the winter, Stephen Decatur controlled everything on the mats. Bayside champs, 3A East Region champs, and 3A state champs. Mike Collins is not a light man, I'll just put it that way. That's how good they were. In the team portion, they edged out Linganore by 1 point in the final match to claim the trophy, their first ever, surprisingly, team trophy in school history. While the team took home the state title, Noah Rijo won the individual state title at the 126-pound class, and Anya Knappenberger won the girls' division. Jagger Clapsaddle finished as a runner-up in the 113-pound as well. Great season from the Seahawks, and for more, we go back over to the desk.
I mean, I'm just, the highlights, they keep on coming. I'm amazed, constantly amazed. I have to say, though, the one thing I loved during the baseball season was the move that Bennett baseball did with the hair, the blonde hair.
Blonde.
Reach it,
You
man.
think we can pull that off, guys?
I did it in the 3rd grade, not showing pictures.
I
but,
did it in the 3rd grade, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Justin Timberlake.
I left it there, too.
Maybe we can, we can leave y'all there for a throwback Thursday or something. We don't need y'all bringing that to Friday night. So we've established something here, all right? Let's not ruin it with one night, no, guys. But in all seriousness, Decatur wrestling, we knew they were good.
Yes.
But still, somehow, I think they shocked the entire state, rolling through undefeated, and they beat some big-time teams. They trailed Linganore in the state championship by 4, headed into that final bout of the night, and they needed a pin from their star, Micah Bourne, and they got just that to win the state championship. They went up by 2, but the referee docked a point for celebration. But hey, who cares? We still won by one. We still won by 1, and we are state champions. So congratulations to Coach Martinek, man. Those guys fought all year long.
Yes, they did.
And they definitely deserve to go home with the crown.
I think Y-High in that basketball season kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Everybody here in Salisbury follows this team.
Yep.
You have Coach Waller there. So, of course, congratulations goes out to those guys. Beating Oakdale in the semifinals, a game that not many thought that they could win. And they went out and they proved something. Dorian Stevens, amazing game there.
You remember that night in the office?
Insane.
Watching Dorian Stevens light it up,
Go
go the
off
entire
at
show.
the Xfinity Center.
Yeah.
In the first half, didn't miss a shot.
Yeah.
But then also Bennett baseball really just came on strong at the end of the
They did.
season, and that's what it's about. You got to come on strong near the postseason time. They dyed the hair, they got the bleached hair,
Right,
and
exactly.
they carried them into a state championship. So I think that for a lot of these teams, wrestling, fantastic year for Decatur. Bennett, they're going to hang that banner up, and we're going to see it
Yeah.
for years and years to
Yeah.
come. Big congrats goes out to those boys.
Yeah, and to note really quick, just about the Wahai run. We
Yeah.
saw last year, and we were just talking about it. Those guys were undefeated last year, and they lost before they could even get where they wanted to go. They lost to North Carolina, who eventually went to the state final. This year, they kind of put that chip on their shoulder. They were not concerned about the Governor's Challenge. Obviously, they got a wake up call.
Yeah.
They got a wake up call in the Governor's Challenge.
They
And
did.
they just used that as fuel. Of course, they lost to a pretty good Chrisfield team, but those guys came back strong. And I would have said, if there wasn't a certain transfer, that maybe they would make it back and take it, because those guys would be just as good. But we'll have to see.
Well, yeah, that's the question, though. I mean, with Butch Waller, though, you have to think
Absolutely.
he's going to find a way to put a competitive
Absolutely.
team and try to make a run at Xfinity
All
again.
the time, yep.
There we go. Well, unfortunately, we do have to take a break from sports and talk some news. Coming up, Delaware's free summer meal program kicks off across the first state. We'll tell you how you can find the sites that are closest.
Hi, I'm Keontae Nutter from Washington High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.